What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. I'm Mr. Mix T. Happy Friday. We're going to get into it today with a new aircraft, something a little different. Going to go back to the A300 Delta livery. And you can see in the chat, we're going to head on over to, we'll start over here in Kilo Juliet Alpha Charlie. And going to San Francisco at Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar. So we are in Jackson Hole, I think is what they call it. And let's do a walk around of the aircraft, make sure everything looks good. And we'll jump right in and get this beast started up. I did notice right off the bat, looks like some textures didn't load in. Or some double textures. Very interesting. I don't know what's going on there, but got some Continentals here, or a United Express, another American Airlines, a Delta. Looks like you could actually open these. Is that what that means? Yeah, look at that. That's kind of cool. Moonwalking backwards. She's a big girl. Oh, that lights up, but alright, looks all good. So we'll head on in. We are going to follow a checklist since it's been quite a long time since I've flown this plane, so let's make sure all the views are. So that's 8, 9. I think that's what was this one? So 3, 8, 9, or this looks the same. All right, well, can always adjust. So, all right, first thing is batteries. All 3 successfully turned on. 1, 2, 3. External power on. And where is the external power? Right here. Okay. And APU start. It needed that. That should be our AP right there. No whites. So we always want to make sure no whites. And we need to actually put our IRSs on. All to nav. Can't grab that one because it's up at the top of the screen. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. The slam and what's next? Passenger signs on. Where are those at? Usually right here. Right here. Then go to auto. Okay. APU good? Yep. All right. So we can go off external power. Let's get the weight balance all squared away. Apply to aircraft. That does its thing. Let's go nav lights on. Fuel pumps are all on. Probe heat, standby FO. Yep, I got that. Window heats, left to right, did that. Emergency arm, did that. APU bleed on, did that. External power off, did that. Okay, we're good for there now. I'm gonna wait for this to be done. Turn the plane just a little bit. here and just remove the GPU. Remove the chocks since we don't have that. We don't forget about it. And that's loading up still. So we can do takeoff. Now let's get our clearance. Let's go there first. Clearance. There's no clearance here. So that means it usually goes CTAF, I think. Maybe just double check. Good morning, Delta 1297. I'd like to pick up our IFR flight plan down to San Francisco. Nope. So we'll go to center. Let's check center. Good morning, center. Delta 1297, I'd like to pick up our IFR flight plan down to San Francisco.
I'll have your clearance in just a second. Delta 1297, heavy Salt Lake Center, cleared to San Francisco. Radar vectors Jet E. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure on 133.25, squawk 3425.
We're cleared to San Francisco. Radar vectors to Jeddah. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 133.25 while squawking 3425. Delta 1297.
Heavy, read back correct.
We'll go to ground so we can have that ready to go. We're still loading up here. Make sure all that's still good. Yeah. All right, so it says to go to McDo, initiate. Flight plan page 2. I thought you just... what's going on here? Forget, do you have to... So let's see. Let me just go to McDo setup. EFP settings, enter sim brief, McDo menu, ACARS. ACARS, sim brief. There we go. Align iris, there we go. All right. So next is page 2. Just still loading. All right, no. So what's the 0 CG? Let's see, that should be 31.07. 31.0. Okay.
Captain's got this.
That looks good. Takeoff page. All right, so that's here. $31.2. That's all right. I got that. So flex is 38. I guess we do V1 and VR. So 136 and 140. Okay. Pitch trim 1 and 2. Okay, that's up here. Okay, what's going on? Why is that not going on? I'm missing a step. Okay, so we have departures out of here. We don't really need a departure though. Oh, I guess we could use, yeah. So that and Jeddah, that's what they said. So okay, and then arrivals. It would make sense to do that arrival. All right, so star, Diamond 5, and Inyoy transition, ILS 28 right, and the Archie return. Okay. All right, gotta figure out what's going on. Why this isn't staying on. What I miss? Okay, now it is. Okay. I think it was because I had to do the IRS alignment, I think. Could be totally wrong. Not a real pilot. All right. All right, so that pitch trim 1 and 2, ATIS 1 and 2. Okay. Check. Next is alt select set to cruise or cleared altitude. Where's that at? Okay. Speed Mach verify set to V1. Where's that at? Why is it cycling through the... See how that's cycling through it? Why is it doing that? Okay, I'm missing, what am I missing here? What was the altitude? What did Simbrith say? $340. I'm still stuck on altitude select, set to cruise or cleared altitude. Let me just look here.
Delta 1297, heavy, Jackson ground. Take your time.
What? Why did it respond to that? I don't know. Maybe I'll go here. Aircraft. Checklist. I gotta find, okay, it's not there. that's good. I already did that. What speed Mach? Verify set to V1. It is. Okay. All right. All right. Close that. AP mode. Make sure it's verified. Set to profile and nav. Profile, nav. Okay. All right. All set to local. Thrust rating panel set. We're gonna go auto. Oh, we're gonna do flex temp. Yeah, it did that. Verify, okay. I like to know why that's switching. In the air, something out of reach. Okay. Why is this switching back and
Attention, all
forth?
aircraft information Victor is now current. Altimeter 3009er.
Is that a bug or is it? Flight director is on. We go on nav, we go on constraints. I don't know. All right. Everything's closed. Okay, beacon on. Let's get pushback. Jackson hold ground. Delta 1297 heavy. Like the request. Push and start. You gonna give me clearance? Pushback? Guess I'm about to do it again. Jackson hold ground. Delta 1297 heavy, like the request push and start.
Delta 1297, heavy push and start approved, tail south.
Roger, tail south. All right. Engine selector AB.
Jackson ground Airbus, Sierra Alpha, Foxtrot 46, with India request taxi for takeoff, close traffic.
Where's engine AB? I'm at, what's going on here? I know it's right here. Oh, right here. We need to get pushback though. Doing anything? Yeah, okay. I'm doing 0-1. We're starting number 1. What's up, Ice Cube? How are you? Welcome in. Sorry, I was engrossed in getting this monster beast started. It's been a while. Worst dashing night yet. What happened? Or just not hey, well. Like TCAS is on standby. Where's TCAS at? I always forget where the TCAS is. Hydraulics flow. What's that? Why is that? Fault. What the hell's going on here? Alright, what did I miss in the checklist? Ignition off. Could turn the APU off. No orders, and a few I got were not worth taking. Yeah, I'm brave. Tried an airliner, yeah. Alright, taxi lights on. Alright, what's next on the checklist? AP bleed is off. AP master's on. Anti-ice as required. Spoilers armed. Alright, spoilers armed. Why isn't it working? No, why is this not working? There it goes. Okay. I still got a hydraulic yellow systems low pressure. See right there? Why is that? Right here, pumps, low pressure. Did I miss something? Must have. Can I go to like to repair it? I can hear.
Charlie Echo taxi to runway 36 via taxiway Charlie and Delta. Taxi to runway 36 via Charlie and Delta Cessna 908 Charlie Echo.
No, can't do it there.
Ground mission at 98 by Foxtrot off the exit.
I'll get rid of the checklist. Close. I already did that. Goodness.
Captain, maybe we should check the hydraulic system again?
You know, she is. Is there a way to... Oh yeah, here we go. Let's do this. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna have to do this though. Menu, A cars, redo all this. Why isn't it going to the next page? Do I have to reload this? No. Let me just double check. Not allowed. That's all still there. That's all still good. Why isn't it going to the next page? Alright, that's all good. 340, did I put that in? Nope, I need to do it again. Does it reset it? 340. We need on profile nav. Alright, altimeter's already set. It's still got a yellow hydraulic warning. Why? I'm gonna have to deal with it because all right, what's next? Elevator trim. I gotta trim the elevator. Where's that at? Where's the trim at? I know there's a... That's engine. Lead APU here. Nope. Oh. Where's the trim? I know there's a little thing that shows a trim. Oh. Right there. I have a feeling this is not going to go well. I have a feeling. Let me just double check all this. This is all good. Still got low pressure there. All right, let's just get Jackson ground, Delta 1297 heavy. Like to request taxi to the active runway 01, I think. I was right. I guessed, and I was right.
Delta 1297, heavy, taxi to runway 01 via Alpha Alpha 1.
Roger, taxi to 01 by Alpha Alpha 1. Fliggity 1297 heavy. Or Delta 1297 heavy. I need to get rid of this checklist because this keeps popping up. We don't need it. All right, let's just see what happens here. No guarantees. It's not moving very much. That's not a good sign. There it goes. I just didn't give enough gas. Why are the spoilers not working? That's what I want to know. Jackson Hole. Is it Wyoming? I think. I gotta fix that command. I don't know why it doesn't work. Keep saying that every stream. I forget about it. All right. Let's hold here. Let's go to tower. Good morning, tower. Delta 1297, holding short 01, ready to take off. Or ready to go, whichever you want to say.
Delta 1297, heavy Jackson Tower, runway 1, winds 360 at 6. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Roger, clear for takeoff. Runway 01 will fly runway heading Delta 1297 heavy. And heading. Oh, just I want to get over there. Because I don't think this is going to work very well with our hydraulics having an issue. All the checklist. We need all this runway, so. All right, let me get my heading fixed. Go. All right, here we go.
Let's roll.
Don't punch it, fool! Punch it!
Let's roll out.
Bonanza November 64, Foxtrot Alpha 2, enter right base runway 21. Right base runway 21 for Bonanza November 64, Foxtrot Alpha 2.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna take all the runway. Gear up.
Delta 1297, heavy contact departure.
Why isn't autopilot working? Well, I might be doing this because the autopilot's not working. Son of a bun. The freak man. got Carl's Jr. for Melon Eye, but I just ate it all. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna have to restart this flight because something's wrong. I'm gonna start on the runway. That sucked. Did something wrong. I'd like to do it realistically, but
Captain, don't worry. We've been in tougher spots before. What's the current altitude and airspeed? Maybe we can try to stabilize the plane.
too late. We're starting over. All right. It looks like runway 19 now, so we'll start the flight up on the runway. We unload this flight plan, import the new one. We'll get it at the daytime, don't worry.
Jackson Tower Airbus Sierra Alpha Foxtrot 46 and runway 19 are ready for departure IFR to San Francisco.
Back to the checklist. Predict mixture mix tea. Like that. Now we're gonna go here, here, import, here, weight balance, apply to aircraft. Actually, we're on runway 19. Calculate. And it is 131 and 136. Don't worry about that. That's all still in there. Initializing 0 fuel weight. CG, so I thought I did that here. Won't go to the next page.
Let's get this bird in the air, Captain.
Oh, crap, I can't do it when it's running. Jeez. Where's the fuel at? Did it actually put fuel in? Fuel. No, I didn't put any fuel in there. Not allowed. It should be off, right? We don't want continuous. I don't understand what to do. Yeah, it's okay. I'll figure it out. Just make sure the navs are still on. They are. Now let's see if I can load the weight. Okay, now it's letting me. Alright, let's just do that. Kind of backtrack here. There we go. Now it's letting me put all this stuff in, but it's still loading, so I have to wait. I don't know where TCAS is. It's got to be a button over here. Usually it's down here. Is it in here? It would be there. Is it hidden like here? What's this? No, that's that. I have to wait till this gets done. Applying all those weights to the aircraft. Those are still working, right? Yeah, they're in alignment. Oh, that's what we want. Bleed, is it on? Yeah. Is the APU on? Yep, APU's running. TCAS. Where's TCAS? I wonder if I can look for it. Build this wonderful checklist here. Can I search for a word? Where's TCAS at? FCU, FMA, transponder. TCAS, where are you? Where? I don't see it lit up. ACAR main, SAT main. I'm not seeing it. Set TCAS to T, takeoff RE. It says as I'm looking at it, where? It's not here. Not here. Is it in one of these? No, that's just the ACAR system. Yeah, that's nothing to do with that. I don't see it. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not critical, is it? TCAS just warns us for aircraft. Not too concerned about that right now. Because it's not here. It's supposed to be right here. And that's where it usually is.
Hey Captain, CAS panel is on the lower pedestal to the right of the throttle quadrant. Make sure ATC system is on auto or on and Alt RPTG knob is in the on position.
Yeah, that's not here. Right of the throttle. It's not there. Is it in here maybe? You don't need destiny symbol forecast right now. Alright, our IRSs are good. Well, not yet, I guess. IRS in a line still. TAT and icing range. So we put the anti-ice on. It is right here, I believe. Window heater. I'm not gonna miss my thing because those. Why does it say I have external power available? Is this done? Yes, looks like it's done. Okay, next page. Dual fuel weight is actually that will be here. Sync, calculate 31.1, right? 31.1. Okay. Is Is this still... Okay, that looks fine still. Just waiting for TCAS. I should be able to start the engines though. Or should I wait? Why are they taking forever? Still on a line. Yeah, today is a 2-year. There it is, a line finally. Okay, perfect. All right, now we can start the engines. So, to A. Start number 2. Yeah, I'm not making a big deal about it. Because I actually forgot last year even to celebrate it on the 1 year. Totally missed it. I don't have to take AP bleed off to get this spinning. No, it's got to be on. There it goes. Yeah, Flighty raided me last weekend, so he probably won't raid me again. He's the only one that really raids me, so. And you do it whenever you can, but it's rare that you're streaming when I'm streaming, so. And Mel's done it a few times, I think. Okay, so number 2 is good. All right, let's go number 1. N2 is rising, so when N2 gets to 20, I think we hit the fuel. There we go. Introduce the fuel. You did? Okay. All right, let's set our altitude. $34. What was the sim brief saying? 34. What? Hey, no yellow, so that's positive. This can go ignition off. Okay. Looking good so far. We're gonna go to nav and profile. All right, and then I need to go to landing lights on and takeoff. That looks good. That all looks good now. We have green as well. I don't think I don't have his TCAS. That's fine. We need to set this to the part I don't know why it doesn't work. There we go. All right. That's that. That's on that. And then the trim. That's what we didn't do. Where's the trim at?
Happy affiliate adversary, Captain.
There we go. Trim. There we go. So that looks good. All right. Let's try this again. Our brakes off. Flaps set. All right, here we go. Try number 2.
Throw.
Don't punch it, fool! Punch it!
Let's roll out.
This runway barely can handle this plane. E1 rotate. Gear up. I don't know what's going on with the autopilot, but it won't move the switch. There it goes. Flaps up. I'll turn the LFX predictions back on. Let me see.
Got any predictions?
Another prediction, Mr. Spock?
Then make a prediction.
There we go. I didn't get my clearance. Shit. Because that restarted. Can I get clearance? Because I can see the overlay is not working.
Delta 1297 Heavy, Salt Lake Center, cleared to San Francisco, direct jet E, then is filed squawk 2465 and ident. Delta 1297 Heavy, Salt Lake Center, radar contact 4 miles southeast of Jackson at 10400 feet. Jackson altimeter 30.06. Cleared direct jet E, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Roger, clear direct jetty, climb and maintain 280, Delta 1297. All right, direct jetty, so we can go direct jetty. There we go. Looks cool. need that anymore. What's our altitude? All right, we turn our landing lights off. Yeah. Well, Montana's, Wyoming and Montana is beautiful. She's a beast, isn't she? All right, let's see where we're going here.
Delta 1297 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Roger, climb and maintain flight level 320. Delta 1297. Yeah, very vast. All right, now we should be going to mild. So we go direct to mild now. Co-pilot, can you take over comms?
Sure, I'll take over the comms now.
All right, I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back. Hopefully this thing doesn't do anything crazy. But I think we should be okay. You guys look out for me, and Alicia, if the plane starts doing something funky, I expect you to take over, okay?
Delta 1297 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Hyper 456 Alpha Bravo, cleared into the Bravo airspace, maintain 6500. Cleared into Bravo, maintaining 6500.
Got it, Captain. I'm on it.
There you go. All right, we're back.
Maintain flight level 340. Delta 1297 Heavy.
All right, I'm back. Wanted some cereal, so I'll turn the mic off so you don't hear me crunching.
Southwest 280, continue climb to flight level 29 or 0. Continuing climb to flight level 29 or 0, Southwest 280.
No, just pops. Those yellow little corn billies.
Cereal for breakfast. Nice choice, Captain.
At least it's not breakfast time, though. It's late night, so it's not really breakfast.
We're gonna raid the place. You get my meaning?
I'm reading you loud and clear.
All right. Let's do it.
This is the police. You're surrounded. Throw out your guns and come out with your hands up.
Thanks, Fliggity, for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Just caught me eating some cereal. So I'll get back to in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, that's. I'm not making a big deal, but it is the 2-year affiliate anniversary. So, but thank you so much for those cheers. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Drive, Finger Games, Bliss, Chris, John, what's up? Jado, what's up? Morning Danish, what's up? Hope you're all doing well. Did you guys find the track that you needed to find?
Clark, it's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
It does. Keep the gift that keeps on giving. Thanks for that gifted sub to Fliggity, Moloch. Appreciate that. Yep, that's Eddie. Hope you all did you guys find the track, or did you use it? Hopefully you did. We are flying from Idaho, Jackson Hole, to San Francisco in the A330 by Builds. It's been quite a while since I've flown this plane. In fact, I think this might be the first time I've flown it in 2024. So we had little issues in the beginning. One thing's for sure, driving on a 172 like a calf is much more difficult than the new sim. Okay. Oh, car, got it. So I'm so sad I missed it because I've never seen that before. It's always fun to watch.
Jackson Hole to San Francisco should be a beautiful flight. What altitude are you planning to cruise at?
Well, Lisa, you're my co-pilot, so you should know what altitude we're going to cruise at. Flight level 340. Where have you been? AI bot. Sometimes she just doesn't pay attention. But anyways, yeah, we had some trouble with some hydraulics in the beginning. I followed the checklist. I did everything I thought I did right, but I must have missed something. So we started over. I couldn't get the autopilot switch to come on, but maybe it was related to the hydraulics. I have no idea. But we made it. We're up in the air. We're cruising now. And we're about to hit our cruising altitude right now. Looks like we're at right about now. So really cool area, beautiful area. I'll put it back on the outside. Should be a cool and scenic trip for sure. Love the 300, easy, one of my favorite Indy planes. Yeah, I do like it as well. Just remembering how to get it going was a challenge. Yeah, I'm super comfortable in the A320 as well. I could almost get that thing going in my sleep. I definitely don't use a checklist anymore. So I agree. I like the A320.
And what's in it?
A drug. To make you mute and stop you cursing. Drink!
Check, check. What about now? I think that should work. What happened there? I've been chatting away and I'm on mute. I didn't want to have you all hear me chewing. But I was hitting the off mute button. It wasn't working, but anyways, who knows what I was saying? I was just talking about the sim tracker that I'm using. And Reset's app is sitting at 39 frames per second. At the T-Lot, about 400. So, working really well. Definitely much more quieter in here. Enjoy the music a little bit better there. Here's some GNR, Paradise City. If you'd like to hear a song, you put it in chat, and then Moloch can plug it in. Or I'll plug it in, but it's on the summer 80s mix.
Love the A300 flight so far, Captain.
I'm glad you love it as well, Alicia. What is it? What did she... Love Eagles, Take It Easy. Oh, she's saying that's the song she likes. Alicia, you can request songs as well, I believe. Exclamation SR space and the name of the song and artist. Alicia, why don't you try it? See if you can request a song. Let's see if the AI can request a song. That would be amazing. Sometimes you gotta give her a few minutes.
Wishes out of airplane.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now.
Thanks, Malak, for the 200 bits. Appreciate that. Not necessary at all. In fact, I don't want you all to save your money. I'm just doing this for fun. But I appreciate it either way. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't think anybody's redeemed that video, so that's it worked out. Alicia, do you want to request a song? Let's see if the bot will do it. Always like seeing if how much she learns. Oh, look at that.
How about some Queen Bohemian Rhapsody?
Nice job, you did it. Love it. Love it, love it. That was funny. I do love some Fleetwood Mac.
Delta 1297, heavy contact Salt Lake Center on 127.7.
Guess I could turn off the seatbelt lights.
Switching to Salt Lake Center on 127.7, Delta 1297 heavy.
Maybe we can relax. What's it saying now? It's a TCAS. I still haven't figured this out. I don't know where the TCAS is in this plane. It's usually here.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 1297. Heavy,
But
good morning, maintaining flight level 340.
I cannot find it.
Delta 1297, heavy, Salt Lake
Or it's
Center,
usually
good
in
morning.
like the system here. But if any of y'all know, it's the checklist says it's right here, but I don't see it. It's not obvious. It's like I'm almost missing something here for TCAS. She requested the Eagles, so basically that's all she knows. Alicia, is that the only song you like, is Fleetwood Mac? Or the only artist? Alicia, pick a different song or request it.
Captain, don't worry about TAS. We got this.
I'm not worried about it. At Alicia, request a different song than Fleetwood Mac, or a different artist.
How about some Michael Jackson?
Yeah, request Michael Jackson. You just requested Queen, though.
Maintaining 6500, Piper 456 Alpha Bravo. American 2450 Salt Lake Center, good morning. Maintain flight level 320, American 2450.
Landscape is amazing. All right, I need to check. There's Eagles. I need to check my arrival here. Dun, dun,
Captain, how's the altitude?
oh, I loosen my load. Oh, my. Dude. Okay, so approaches into San Francisco. Looks like ILS 28 right would be a great choice. By the Archie. So ILS 28 right. We're coming in on the Diamond 5. Transition Rush Me. No, transition Inouye. Have return. Oh, crap. I'm gonna change this. There. Okay, 28 right. Then Archie. Insert. Okay. For TCAS, look on the first officer's side of the pedestal near the transponder unit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Isn't this the transponders right here? Right? But I don't see the... I think there's something like missing here. Like the transponder. Or is that all built into here? Usually the transponder sometimes is here. ACARS. Not alone. missing spot would be for the ADF. I don't think I need to do this. None of this is going to be appropriate. This is where we receive messages. There's nothing here. Oh, I forgot to put this down. Yeah. Why is my chat pausing? Stop it. There we go. I think it's something to do with, maybe it's in these settings here. It's probably, I don't want to go there. That's not what I want. Settings.
November 245, Mike Charlie climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Climbing to 10,000 feet. November 245, Mike Charlie.
Show IDC, real AP disconnect, automatic door arming.
Captain, check the first officer's side of the pedestal for TCAS.
118.3, medevac 114.
Already checked, it's not there. Look from co-pilot's point of view. It's usually it's down here. Yes, ADF is just missing. I think it's supposed to be here. I was thinking it might be up here, but oh. Sometimes it's in here. Let's get our descent. Oh, that's good. AIDS, maintenance. What's AIDS? Sensor status. AC status. Monitor, GPS. Maintenance. That's can't do any of that stuff. Who knows? I'll have to read up on it. It's not over here, is it? Doom 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 doom. Yeah, no transponder. Crazy. I swear I flew this last time it had it. But I flew a different version. This is the updated one. Yeah, center console, way back, right corner. Yeah, it's just not there. I flew the 2020 version of this, and I thought it was there. Maybe, and this is the updated 2024 version. They did say that it was still in like a beta testing phase, so maybe they haven't got to that. But if it's saying that TCAS is standby, then there's got to be a sensor somewhere. I meant to do this. We have a headwind. No, it's only 8 knots, so it's not terrible. So I got to tell you about my, this is stupid, but I got a new hose, and I was looking for something that I could, it's about 100 feet, so, you know, like a hose winding or hose storage thing, because I don't like to lay it on the ground by the faucet, so I usually roll it up nicely, but wanted something to store it in. So I bought this, so I think it's called by SunQuest. It's holds about 150 feet of hose. It's got a crank you can wind it up, and it actually puts the hose on the wheel in a perfect pattern. Anyways, bottom line is I got the freaking thing all installed, all hooked up to it, started winding it, and the gears were not working. And it's all plastic, which is part of the problem. But I got it all the way, I got it working, rolled in, and then got it put it where I wanted it, and then started pulling out the hose just to test it, see if it pulls out evenly, and it wouldn't come out. It was almost like it was wound up and it was getting stuck. So that piece of junk got returned. So I'm still looking for another kind of hose type of storage or roll up or something that's going to work. So I got to research that. Let me show you. I know this is not interesting, a very interesting topic, but I'll show you the one I bought. So this is the one I bought, and that boy is a piece of junk. Don't buy it. It's Suncast. Look, it's rated like 4.5 stars, 2,100 people. But you know how that is. They could be boosting up their own. You already got the hose, so those hoses are cool too. I know what you're talking about. So now I'm looking for like something different, like maybe something like this, but that's $195. I don't want to. I have this one in my backyard, and this one works fine. Maybe I'll just go with this one. I have this one already. It's plastic too, but it does the job. But I was looking for something like nicer for the front yard, so it, because it's very visible. But I don't want to spend $200 on something like this. This looks kind of nice. So that could be an option. Is it steel? Wall mount. Holds 125 feet, so it'll hold the 100 feet of hose. What's it made out of? Steel. Okay, so steel. Though it rains a lot, so is that going to rust? Probably. This won't work because it won't stay in the ground right where it's at, so that's not going to work. Could just go with something simple like this, $10. It's not as nice looking. These are crazy. I don't need anything like that. I will not buy a Suncast one. That's all plastic. But maybe this is a contender. It's not bad looking. Or I'll go with that one. Oh, it's $51. Why is that one $51? It's the same thing. Huh. All right. Anyways. So that was my fun little project yesterday. You know how it's frustrating when you take it all apart out of the box, get it all, and it does not work the way you want it. And you got to take it all apart, throw it back in the box, and take it over to the UPS so you can return it. What a pain. How are we doing out here? What's the environment look like? Looking beautiful looks like. What's our decision top of descent? Let's see what that is. Might as well get that all prepped. So 1,800 feet. I'll put that in now. Here's a challenge. Can I go up in increments? Alright, how do you do this? Like that.
Heavy contact Salt Lake Center on 128.725.
There we go. You ever heard this song forever? Drives me crazy.
Contact Salt Lake Center on 128.725 Delta 12. Salt Lake Center, Delta 1297. Heavy morning maintaining flight level 340. Delta 1297. Heavy, Salt Lake Center. Good morning.
Let's see, what else happened this week? I had to present a presentation yesterday to a bunch of people, executives and VP. So it went pretty well. It's always nerve-wracking, and you try to predict what they're going to ask, but a few people ask some questions, and there's one doctor that always asks these questions that it's because she doesn't know really what's going on. So she asks lots of questions that you try to be nice and give her the answer. But so that went well at work. My daughter is sick. She tried to get Thursday. She tried to call in from school. I made her stay at school because she didn't have a fever. And today she actually tried again at noon, saying she wants to come home. And I told her, "Well, you don't have a fever. The nurse says you don't, so you need to stick it out because she can't miss any more school. School's a month and a half left. She's got to finish it." But I do feel bad for her because she doesn't feel good. But no missing school till the end of the year. She has a sore throat and stuffy nose, so I was like, don't get me sick. And then let's see, next Friday I have a golf tournament, which I go to every year, so it's always good times over down south. Actually, I'll show you the golf course. Have her stick a bar of soap in her armpit when they take her temp. What would that do? They check your temp. I think it's one of those ones that you scan across your head. You used to do that. They don't do armpit temps anymore. Supposed to raise your temp. Oh. I'll show you this golf course I'm going to go to. I think I've shown pictures of it last year, but come and go. Let's see, it's out here. Here it is, Salish. So here's where I'm going to be golfing next Friday. It's a cool course. This will be my third time playing there. We have it's a tournament to raise money for one of the medical groups that we contract with. So we are the lead sponsor for it. So no cost to me. So we have two foursome teams. So it'll be fun. We typically most people like bail out the last minute and don't want to play. So sometimes it ends up being only 4 of us versus 8. So we'll see how it works. But they like different games and the courses during this tournament. It's fun. They make it fun. Of course, it's about giving money, so they want your money. I usually don't give them any money because my company already gave them a bunch of money. So, but yeah, that's what we'll be doing next Friday. Yeah, it's a beautiful course. And I hope for the weathers. Last year the weather was wonderful. It was like perfect, like 70s, sunny. The year before that was raining, so that always sucks. I was soaked by the end of the tournament. Out of hell on Father's Day, so you really get to golf, yeah. Yeah, my clubs are old, but they work. I've collected a bunch of used clubs over the time period, so it works. Golf clubs are expensive, so I like to make these ones last as long as I can. Oh, here Here's Toto.
Can't wait to see those golf course pics, Captain.
All right. I'll have to remember to make sure I take pictures. They usually do a group photo, and that gets sent out. You hit some old clothes ahead with flying stuff. Oh man, I hope that doesn't happen. That would be pretty interesting. It would be a good laugh. Last year they gave me a... I'm also the team captain again this year. And last year they gave me a big old bottle of whiskey. I gave it to the guys because I don't drink. So I just gave it to the guys I was with. And they drank it all before the end of the day. The whole bottle. I can't remember what kind of whiskey it was, but... it's usually a nice bottle. We'll see what they do this year. Rosanna.
American 789, descend and maintain flight level 270.
It does feel odd golfing because that's part of the experience is you drink. So it's a bit uncomfortable sometimes for me, but it's okay. I make it through. And not everybody. I'm not the only one that doesn't drink, so... yeah, people are plastered by the hole 18. It's crazy. Not all people. I'm just saying. I've seen a lot of people. Well, the problem is they get the cart girls because the cart girls are always pretty good looking. And they're coming around and they're using that, so they're making, those girls are making some money off tips. Keep feeding them the drinks, so the guys keep calling them back. So yeah. I wonder if it would improve my game. I don't know. Maybe make it worse. Maybe that guy in Pittsburgh. I don't know if I remember that. And she's running, Rosanna, yeah. I'm gone, I have to say. Meet you all the way. This is a longer flight than I thought. Hey, Lisa, what's our ETA? I guess it's up there. What does it say, 40 minutes? Yeah, 40 minutes. Maybe I could do ETE. Yep, 40 minutes. That's not terrible. It'll be a bit over tonight, but I started late, so that's fine. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, and then the 22nd, we're having a celebration for my work. It's my director's birthday, and two of our associates that live, one lives in California, one lives in Wyoming, or Montana, is flying in just to meet our director, which they've never met over the last 5 or 6 years that we've been working with each other. They've never actually seen him in person, of course on video, but so that's gonna be cool to meet them. Yeah, we're flying. Hey, username, welcome in, first time chatter. We are heading into San Francisco, Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar. We have about 40 minutes, exclamation ETE. And then route. There's our route and ETE. Looks like 38 minutes now. Also on top of the screen, you can see an overlay that has all that information as well. But welcome in. Flying in the A300-600. So, really cool plane.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. Alicia, did you do something?
We're looking good for landing in 38M, Captain.
Hey, Alicia, you do exclamation predict and a number, not me. Exclamation predict and a number. I thought you knew that. Or AI bot, Alicia. Sometimes, it's okay. We'll get it figured out. Try again.
42.
No, Alicia. Explanation predict space 42. If that's your guess.
Try predict 42, Captain.
No. Explanation predict 42. She literally said space. Well, she's literal like that, so. Lisa, try again. Explanation predict 42.
Delta 1297, Heavy Salt Lake Center. Expect the Diamond 5 arrival.
Now, 42,
Descending in about 20 minutes.
38.
If you'd like to descend
That's an
now, just
amazing
show the way.
landing.
Expecting the Diamond 5 arrival.
In this
You'll wait for your
aircraft,
descent instructions.
you're
Delta
probably going to
1297
see
Heavy.
200s or 300s. But I'll try. I'll try to do a 38. Username, thanks so much for that prediction as well. And you can predict again if you want to up your number. But, like, that's a butter landing. And this is a big plane. This is a heavy plane. Like Moloch, he put 123. That's even a challenge in itself. So, but that's okay. Well, that gives me something to shoot for. At Alicia, I don't see your prediction. Explanation predict 42 if that's what you want.
Good luck with the landing, Captain.
Alicia, you can't use the same prediction.
Let's crush this landing, Captain.
How does it let her do the same one? That should not be possible. Alicia, pick another number. Explanation predict 198.
All right, Captain. 41.
Forget it. Username says, got to set the bar high for fun, right? Yeah, that's true. I will try to float this bad boy all the way down.
Oakland Center, Delta 1297, heavy, morning, maintaining flight level 340. Delta 1297, heavy, Oakland Center, good morning.
And by the way, you hear our co-pilot doing the radio calls. I'll take over those potentially when we get closer. But we're using a program called SayIntentionsAI. I do have to warn you, it is expensive. There's a monthly, or you can do annual cost, but it's AI air traffic control. There's also another great program called Beyond ATC. That one is a one-time fee, and that one's really good as well. So they're both do the same thing for the most part. Beyond ATC is a little bit more tailored right now to VFR flying, so general aviation, but they have also added quite a bit of airliner traffic in here, so it works as well. So it is my favorite one. Beyond ATC doesn't have a lot of general aviation or VFR flying abilities. They're pretty much IFR only. So I'm still learning this a little bit, but I've been playing off and on through Xbox. Haven't quite got it for the PC yet. We'll probably hear in the near future. I'm enjoying it on the Xbox since they've been fixing it. Yeah, no, that's a good start. Plus, if you have the Xbox Pass, you get this for free with it. So that's always a bonus if you have the pass. This is a cool plane.
Welcome, take a load off. Welcome, take a load off. Welcome, take a load.
Username, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, I see another person coming in. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to jack off the view there. Who's this other big plane? I can't tell. Oh, Sid. DHL. Okay. We should start seeing other people in a little bit. We'll be entering California in just a few minutes. this music list here. Ooh, Genesis is up next. All right. It's better view on this side. It's all clouds over there. You know what? One thing I haven't tried is, let's see if we can go in the back. Is the door open? Yeah, it does. We'll take a walk. Let me remember how to look around. Here we go. All right, so this is first class.
United 545 Heavy, descend via Diamond 5 into San Francisco.
Descend via Diamond 5 into San Francisco, United 545 Heavy.
I did.
Delta 1297. Heavy, good morning. You're clear.
I do have a Fliggity Liberty for this, but I could not get it working. And Moloch, like you said,
Maintaining.
they're very hard to figure out how to work it.
Delta 1297. Heavy, roger. Maintain flight level 340.
I even tried that MSF add-on.
Maintaining flight level 340. Delta 12.
That you suggested.
Maintaining flight level 340. Delta 1297 Heavy.
Every time I see why it's doing that. Anyways, that's the back. I was hitting the mic. the Alt key on my keyboard also is clicking the mic. They're probably wondering, what the heck? Why you keep clicking the mic? Here's a little Genesis Invisible Touch, the 2007 remastered edition. Who's all streaming tonight? Not very many people. Too late, I guess.
flew. Flight is a scientific impossibility.
And even if it weren't, why fly?
Yeah, why
Where
fly?
would it get you?
Where would it get you?
Sick when you fly. I get sick when I fly because I'm afraid of crashing into a large mountain. I don't think Dramamine will help.
Dramamine will not help.
Departure on 13205. Squawk 2232. Release for departure. Kahuna 1. Center, Kahuna Air Cargo 1. Requesting IFR clearance to Kilo Mike Zulu Juliet.
Why are we getting clearance stuff on Oakland Center? That doesn't make sense. You could do just a 24-hour stream for us. Too old. Would not make it. I don't know how people do it. I'm like 3 hours into it. I'm like, this is long enough. But a lot of people I follow, they stream a long time. Like, who was it this last weekend? Oh, oh my gosh. Why am I not? I'm having a brain dump now. Who was it? Now I'm gonna have to look. Now I feel real bad. Oh, goodness. Nige. Yes. We rated Nige last weekend. To watch me sleep stream. Nige was like, we rated into him last weekend and he was like 7 hours into it already. He was doing a DJ stream too. Wasn't flying, but I do wonder if I should. You remember when I first started, I had the DJ set and was flying, and I was doing some mixing. I wonder if I should bring that back and have a little bit of that in between. Mel's done a long stream, is that what you're saying? Alright, we're making our turn into I believe we're crossing the Sierra Nevadas. I should try the mixing thing again. I should. Mel goes to 4 a.m. Jeez. She's a beast. Yes, hey, Jada, she just streamed, wasn't it last week, Ice Cube?
American 350 traffic alert. Climb immediately to flight level 340. Flight level 340, American 350.
Yeah, I missed that stream. You're saying you're in Lucid Vision, we're keeping it going. there's a lot of streams you want to see because of your schedule. Yeah. Yeah, I've thought about like streaming earlier. I've also thought about, oh yeah, you sleep all day and stay up all night. Yeah, I'm opposite. I'm like up early. I work Monday through Friday, of course, so I'm working. On Tuesdays, I'm at work at 5:30 a.m. Every other day, I work from home, and that's about 6:30 a.m. till 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I am not a night owl. I'm up all day, and like right now, I'm super tired. But going back to streaming, I thought about streaming on different days, and it says to stream like 10 a.m., but I can't do it because of work. Or noon to catch like audiences at different time zones. So most of my audience is from Australia, UK, because they're obviously just getting up and going. So I don't catch most of the US folks because East Coast obviously is really late. It's already 3 in the morning there. You get lucky with mine because you're up after Flig, yeah. Flig's a beast too. I don't know how he does it. Stays up till 2 a.m. his time. He also works all day. He does it every day. He's got it figured out. Abracadabra. Yeah, if you don't follow Flig, those of you that didn't come in from Flig's raid, I know you know who he is, obviously, but username, you should follow Flig. He's a really good flight streamer. $18 minutes. All right. Wonder why the
Captain, you should check out Flightsim stream. He does some crazy flights.
Flightsim stream? Is that a real streamer? Flightsim stream? I wonder why on the overlay the ETA is 18 minutes. Does that mean we're late? Round and round. We'll see how this is gonna work, because when's my top of descent? I should be getting close, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm coming close to my top of descent. Is it just gonna show up here? Yeah, it's showing up. So let's zoom out here. Okay, we're 20 miles from it. All right.
Delta 1297, heavy, descend via Diamond 5 into San Francisco.
There we go. There's our descent call.
Via Diamond 5 into San Francisco, Delta 1297, heavy.
Let's see if it automatically does it. Let's see when it hits the top of descent. I don't remember if it does it automatically or not. But let's see. Oh, it's been already 40 minutes, so we are late. Is it because we had that headwind? 34 knots. Well, it's crosswind, but almost at 34 knots. Coming at a 178, 179. Yeah, it does feel like we've been 40 minutes when it said 40 minutes ago. Here's a little Kenny Loggins Danger Zone from, you know what that movie is, the Top Gun original soundtrack. Yeah, it does feel like it.
Take it in moderation.
Beef jerky?
No, son, thank you very much. No, it gives me the wind, something terrible.
Oh.
Beef jerky. Time's inaccurate for you. Did we just fly off a plane? Let's see. I thought I saw contrails. There, right there. Where is it? I don't see it. That's weird. So weird.
Delta 256, cleared direct to airport descend and maintain 6,000.
Or is it going down?
Airport descending to 6,000.
We just hit our
Delta
descent.
256.
Why isn't it going down? Now it is. Our green dots, because we're past our descent. So let's see if it. I'm probably gonna have to hit. Let me see if I put some air brakes, and it'll bring that green dot more. Nope. $270. I guess it's gonna be right. Diamond at 270, or a little bit. No. Should have a steeper descent. Why is this not working? There it goes. So I need to be at below 2600, above 2200. Okay. That guy said, whatever you say, sure. That's funny.
AirCal 535 negative. We're not doing 230 knots. That is not called for on this chart anywhere near 310.
The guy said, we're not doing 2-3 knots. And then we're on this chart. And that was funny. All right, let's double check our ILS and course is correct. Local address is actually 117. Wait. 1111. 7. And course is 284. Okay. And ILS 213 feet, decision feet. I don't know if we do any of that in this plane. Let me see. That would be under... what would that be under? Reference? No. Approach. What would be there? Program. Next page. I guess there might not be any. Okay. All right, seeing names. So you know we're getting to California. Or a more populated area. Get seatbelts back on. We'll get those on when we hit about 10,000. What do you want? Max auto brake? Or do mid? Could do mid. We should arm this. But looking good, looking good. Let's see. We'll hit the, a land button, and we'll hit the ILS.
Heavy climb and maintain flight level 370. Climbing to flight level 370, Lufthansa 421
And hope for the best.
Approach on 128.325, that is 518 heavy.
Pretty much straight in. Okay, remember this is not an A320. Things are a lot much bigger, so I'm gonna take that in consideration.
Delta 1297, heavy contact NorCal approach on 128.325. Switching to NorCal approach on 128.325. Delta 1297.
That's my co-pilot doing that for me. I'll probably let her have comms. I'll just fly the plane.
NorCal approach, Delta 1297. Heavy morning. We're descending through 15,000.
Heavy morning.
Delta 1297, heavy NorCal approach, good morning, San Francisco, altimeter 29.88. Expect the ILS, runway 28 right approach into San Francisco.
That's what I got.
Altimeter 2988, expecting ILS, runway 28 right approach into San Francisco. Delta 1297, heavy.
Delta 1297, heavy speed 250 knots.
Going too fast, so I gotta decrease my speed. Why isn't it working? Okay, slowing down now. Get a little turbulence up here.
Captain's got this, but I'm keeping an eye on our speed. We're starting our descent into KSFO. Buckle up, everyone.
Yep, we are. All right, we'll go ahead and put our landing lights on. Screw not the seatbelt rope. You better. Because the speed is just. What does a flight level say speed should be? Yeah, 250. Why is it not?
Delta 1297, heavy, proceed direct C-pin.
Oh, it is,
Descend and
okay.
maintain 3000. Altimeter 29.97 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 28 right approach.
Put ILS here.
3000, altimeter 2997.
Altimeter.
Cleared for the ILS runway 28 right approach, Delta 1297 heavy.
Altimeter. Interesting. Wait, she said that. When is it gonna decel? All right. Still worried about our speed, but I think it's fine. Here comes a green dot, so it's going to be back on track. Almost got a headwind still, 18 knots. So that means we're going to have a little bit of, crosswind. The A300-600 was one airliner you didn't get. You have a ton of them too.
Don't worry, Captain. We've got this.
Yeah,
Turbulence is
it's
normal,
fun.
and I've got my eye on our speed.
Definitely an older generation for sure. Yeah, Jotto, I know you have a lot of good planes. That's for sure. All right, so we can go ahead and go to land. And that looks fine. And when we get to not flap speed yet, but
Southwest 1955, contact NorCal approach on 120.9er. NorCal approach 120.9er, Southwest 1955.
we got the localizer in, so that's good. All right, let's double check. Auto brakes on. Speed flaps are set. Continue. Landing lights are on. We'll pop us some flaps here in just a moment. You like coming to KSFO? Yeah, it is very scenic. I agree, especially since they've added the the new update, new city update, which is kind of cool. When that came out, I was like flying all around to check it out. It's pretty cool. That bridge looks like it's an older bridge that got replaced, or it's just not showing up.
Delta 1297, heavy, contact San Francisco Tower on 120.5.
All right, going to tower now.
Switching to San Francisco Tower on 120.5. Delta 1297 heavy.
You're working on the Great Divide. Oh, I love that one. I think did I finish that one? I don't think so. Yeah, lots of legs.
Tower,
You're right.
Delta 1297. Heavy morning. We're established on the ILS
Do a
approach
flaps
to runway
one.
28 right.
Delta 1297, heavy, San Francisco Tower. Roger, continue approach.
Flaps 2. Yeah, that's fine.
Delta 1297, heavy San Francisco Tower, winds 265 at 11, gusting 21.
That'll go away in just a moment.
Right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 right, Delta 1297 heavy.
Our gear down.
Three green lights and pressure.
Yep, 3 green lights. We got it. We got flaps.
Flaps!
Yep, flaps.
Full flaps! Full flaps!
Not full flaps yet, but we will. I feel like I'm going too fast. Next set of flaps.
Alaska 396, contact departure on 120.
And full flaps. It's fine. Fine, it's fine.
Captain, I've got our speed under control. Let's adjust those flaps and throttle back if needed.
Alright, I'm happy with the speed now. Probably even go 138. Now that's a realistic prediction. All right. Autopilot off. Come on, get down. Reverse. What was it? What was it?
Delta 1297.
That was butter.
Heavy
Holy
contact
shit.
ground on 121.8.
Flaps up. You have the airplane.
Switching to ground on 121.8, Delta 1297 heavy.
Alright. Those are all cleaned up. I floated a little too much, but I tried. 95.
Go ground,
Nice.
Delta 1297 heavy morning. We've cleared runway 28 right and are ready to taxi to the gate.
Delta 1297, heavy San Francisco ground, taxi to C8 via Delta, cross runway 10 right, then Alpha. Have a good day.
There's a terminal behind us. Yeah. Whoops. It's okay, we'll park over here.
Taxiing to Charlie 8 via Delta, cross runway 10 right, then Alpha.
I do feel like I have to go. I'm gonna go to the terminal. I meant to turn left, not right. Let me go to ground here. Oh, San Francisco ground, Delta the 1297. Can I get the gate we're going to?
Delta 1297, heavy taxi to D16 via Charlie Delta, cross runway 10 left, then cross runway 10 right, then Alpha 6 Bravo. Have a good day.
Taxiing to D16 via Charlie Delta, cross runway 10 left, cross runway 10 right, then Alpha 6 Bravo.
Still didn't say what gate, or did he?
Captain, you can try contacting San Francisco ground on 121.9 to get the gate assignment.
Nah. D16, they said. Where's D16? Let me look. D16. It's like right in front of us, I think. Oh, yeah. It's going to be the right. See, it says D11. D16 is left. Should tell me. Frames are kind of crappy. Should be right over here. D15, D16 here in the corner. Yep, right here. Big plane for this small area.
San Francisco ground, Delta 518 heavy.
There we go.
Gate Foxtrot 15. Ready for
Parking brake set. Let's get ground equipment requested. The chocks on. All right, and we'll shut her down. Comes a gate, and Is it gonna get closer? Why'd the slides come out? What the freak, man? Why did it do that? See that? That's so weird. Alright, anyways. We have successfully made it in. Yeah, that was a pretty good landing. Buttered it a little bit, took a little bit too much of the runway, but thank you so much. Who won? Did Alicia won? Is that correct? Yeah, thanks, GG.
Captain, I think I see the gate assignment on the chart. Let me check.
You're already there. You're a little late in the conversation there. All right, let's go see who's out there flying around. I don't think anybody I follow is flying. But we'll look and see. But again, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Jado, thanks for sticking around. Moloch, thank you so much for the gift sub to Fliggity, the 200 biddies. Username, thanks for the follow. And of course, Fliggity, thanks for the raid. Appreciate that. I'll talk to you later. See you later, Jado. So again, I appreciate it. So let's go right out to somebody. If not, we'll just end it. Let's do similar, same category. One viewer, 3 viewers. Spanish. Here's somebody with 3 viewers. Been up for an hour and 15 minutes. Not very many other people on. Lots of small streams. Oh, here's somebody found the PMG 777. Balcony. We'll say hi to them. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. And we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Give me one moment to get everything set up for the raid. All right, here we go. Thanks again so much. We'll see you again real soon. Let's go say hi. Peace.
Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'll be out of a job with peace.
Yeah, maybe since they got out the...
Mr. Mixed in the spotlight bright, flying high through the digital night. Charts abuzz, his wings take flight. In the sky, he's out of sight. Virtual winds whisper through his stream. Every click and comment, a soaring dream. From pixel to cloud, it's all a gleam. Mr. Mixed, oh what Flying high, such expertise. He sips from his cup, drinking gold. Every sip, a story untold.